So my name is Guy Chartier, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer with BeeMaid Honey. The head office is here in Winnipeg, and it's actually owned by two separate cooperatives, the Manitoba Honey Co-op, which our office happens to be here in Winnipeg, and the Alberta Honey Co-op. So we have two packing plants that each is individually owned by the co-ops. We have approximately over 300 member beekeepers located in the prairie provinces in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta. So our job obviously is to market and sell the great honey that our producers produce. It's a fun job. We get to work for producers, so we have to enjoy that because our producers, quite frankly, don't have to be part of the co-op. If they choose to, they can sell honey on the open market. But obviously, if they do join the co-op, then the expectation is that they will deliver their honey to us, and we get to market for them. We market a great amount of honey here in the Canadian market, but we also export a lot of honey into Japan. We export into South Korea, and we export some as well in the United States. We're into obviously retail, meaning the grocery stores. We sell a lot of honey in grocery stores. We sell a lot of honey in the food service and restaurants. So there's a good chance if you have your favorite meal with honey, in a restaurant, there's a good chance it's BeeMaid Honey. Like I said, our main drive obviously is we're here for our beekeepers. We're here for our members, and it's been a successful organization for many, many years. Each of the co-ops have been around since the 1930s, and the partnership between the two co-ops is over 70 years in the making. So it's been around for a long time. It's worked well. We get great support from our members, and they're confident in the organization. And the reason I can say this is, as you can see, we have a brand new facility here in Winnipeg. So we invested, $25 million between the new plant here and the equipment. And we also did a major investment in Spruce Grove to the tune of about $10 million. And that is thanks to our members, right? I mean, at the end of the day, this is about them and this is about the investment. This is their dollars back at work for the organization. So all our members are like what we call honey producers, basically, which are beekeepers. And they're all located here in Canada. Like I said, in the three prairie provinces. Now, the reason why we're in the three prairie provinces and anywhere else is because 80% of the honey produced in Canada is produced in the prairie provinces. Predominantly, our honey is canola honey, and there's a lot of canola fields in the prairie provinces. We've got about 140 employees between both our facilities. We also have a small store in Tisdale, Saskatchewan, because we actually have three different stores, beekeeping supply stores, where our beekeepers can buy their wares. So that is part of our business as well. So which keeps us very well connected to the beekeeping industry and this is just for members or non-members, any beekeeper basically will buy from us. But we're probably the largest supplier in Canada of beekeeping ware. We also manufacture our own plastic bottles. So we have what we call our blow molding operation. So we have employees working there. We have employees working obviously on the floor for packing honey. We have some of our staff that works in our bee supply stores to supply the beekeepers. You got to remember, we're not here to, at the end of the day, really to generate profit more than we are here really to support our members or beekeepers, and that's where we can make a difference. So there's probably certain things that we carry, for example, for our members here, that maybe another business would say, no, thanks, we just can't make money doing this. So for example, we supply the liquid feed for the bees, because bees need to be fed off season when there's no flowers out there for the winter months and so on, but there's very little money to be made of that. That's one example of where we're able to add more value, if you will, to our members. The other one is the fact that we supply them with their drums for the honey, and that makes a big difference because to buy steel drums to put honey into is very expensive. But if you're a member of the cooperatives, either of the co-op, then we'll supply you the drums at no charge. Because beekeepers, since they don't have to join our organization, the only way, obviously, they will join for us is if we're competitive and we return back to them. We know we're doing a fairly good job of that, and the reason I say this is because we have more and more beekeepers that are looking to join our organization all the time. Many beekeepers would rather not have to worry about selling honey on the open market and worry about that stress and when they're going to get paid and everything else. They know with joining the organization that we are as a co-op is that they will get their payment, they get paid on time, they don't have to worry about selling the honey, they get a positive cash flow on a regular basis. So that adds a lot of value in that sense. We have to be accountable, right? We have to deliver on a competitive return, or else why would you ship to the co-op? I think it's important for members also to understand that you're building into the future here. You're investing now for others to be able to benefit in the future as well. And if you don't really kind of understand that whole concept around co-ops, then that can be a detriment to your co-op, and probably has been for other co-ops in the past, right? If it's a short-term vision a short-term thinking about short dollars, then a co-op is probably the right model. The only thing I probably would add is I think there aren't that many co-ops in that food segment, if you want. There are some, but there aren't that many, and there's probably less and less. So I really see BeeMaid as a positive influence in the food industry because of who we are as a co-op, right? And that people recognize that, right? And that hopefully that will encourage other food producers, right, to join co-ops or to become co-ops in seeing what we're able to do in the marketplace.